Madam Vice-Chancellor, my colleagues, the members of Senate, students, friends, and families of the graduates, good morning. I grew up down the road in a place with the unfortunate name of Retreat. I nevertheless advanced through school, and the only student from Steenberg High at the time to obtain what was then called a first-class pass. Being the closest university to home, I came here as an 18-year-old to inquire about studies at UCT. The two ladies in admin looked at my matric certificate and laughed quietly among themselves. I went home with a heavy heart. And today, 4 decades later, you invite me to the same place for an honorary doctorate. I'm honored, I'm grateful, and I thank you all. Now, I do not need to tell the students, and by the way, let me just say this, you all look stunning. It is one of those transformations I never understood, that the one moment you're out there with the dirty jeans and the same t-shirt, and the next moment you transform into these wonderful, wonderful graduates. But I don't need to tell you that you're about to graduate from the leading university on our continent and one of the best universities in the world after the University of Free State. Now, UCT did not achieve this enviable status and esteem easily or overnight, whether in its formidable research reputation or the quality of its academic education. In terms of its social transformation, it is well known that our university often acted unjustly during the apartheid years, and yes, it still struggles with its colonial legacy in the post-apartheid years. Small steps, perhaps, but today the Senate Chambers is called the Archie Mofetshe Room. This graduation hall, thankfully, is named after Sarah Baartman, and Cecil John Rhodes is nowhere to be seen. And for this, the campus and the country owes the activist community of UCT a debt of gratitude. And yet, throughout all of these struggles and successes, UCT remained a university, which of course raises the important question, what is this thing we call a university? You see, a university in essence is a place where reason triumphs over age. It is a place where our common humanity matters more than our racial nicknames. It is the only place where anybody and everybody can speak without the fear of being shut up. This is what makes a university different from a church or a political party or the Boy Scouts. Your membership does not depend on shared beliefs. There is no party whip to keep you in line. There is no secret oath that binds members to a common cause. I would be remiss on this grand occasion if I did not warn you that in South Africa today, that ideal of the university is under threat. When you burn down things at a university because you're angry, you undermine what a university is for. When you hide and conceal artworks you do not like, you threaten the idea of a university. When you tell white students and white colleagues that they cannot speak in the learning commons, you make a mockery of what a university stands for. When you question an academic appointment because the colleague is not a real South African, whatever that means, you are hastening the demise of the university. when you refuse to meet and engage with your academic colleagues because they hold different views from you, or might even be critical of your work, then you diminish the idea of a university. Now, make no mistake, when you stand up for the idea of a university as a democratic space in which ideas matter and not the force of numbers or the membership of a race or the allure of money or the blessing of government, make no mistake, you will be ostracized and you will be marginalized. You see, the idea of a university was never simply to hand students a degree after 3 to 5 years, or for academics to notch up research outputs as if this were a canning factory. No, the idea of a university was also to produce leaders who stand for something and who are prepared to stand alone. The University of Cape Town, with its stellar reputation, can only soar when it could be said of every graduate that through your leadership and public duty, you remain, in the words of Cornel West, quote, unbought, unbound, unafraid, and unintimidated to tell the truth. Thank you.